the moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the king, little people the king, little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, Don't know why you can't wanna wait to be with the street just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early getting finished the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. Still I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make me squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, A&T is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it on. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you die. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the half. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people leaking trade lunch. In my throne and I'm a key, you can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Make sure you go over to Goalie.com and get your Goalie gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoalieGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goalie.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Get in here, get in here. Come on to the room. Boy, do we have an awesome show for you tonight. It is going to be amazing. You'll be blown away. So what I need you to do is call your friends, your neighbors, baby mama, baby daddy, whomever. Share this link, get them in here tonight. Well, we have a lot to talk about. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're a frequent flyer here, go ahead and click that like button. And all of you, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please comment below. We will respond to your comments and read them on the air live. Please, please, please click the like button. And of course, they say sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this link so that your friends and family can come over here and see what all the craziness is all about. Because trust me, it will get quite crazy over here, as it frequently does. Well, anyway, I'm joined tonight by none other than my sister from another, my dear friend, I love her dearly, Miss Tyson Mama, Miss Tama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody in South Dakota.
I was just asking Donovan because he's out in another state. He's in the Midwest. I was asking him where was he, because he's daylight and it's dark here. I'm like, what's going on? And so yeah, it's dark here.
I'm up here showing that legs just at.
Who's that lady? Who's that lady?
Mm.
Yes, I know that's right.
That's
Listen, I am also joined tonight by none other than my dear sister, my friend, our nutritionist, the young lady with the juiciest cakes, the voluptuous rump roast. You know what I'm saying? Baby got back. Unlike Duncan Hines or Sarah Lee, none other than Miss Juicy Cake.
Blessings, everybody.
Hey, Juicy.
How y'all doing?
They say, Juicy, drive 'em
Yes.
crazy.
Listen, I don't know. We got a little competition right now. We got a little leg. Ain't even no chicken leg, or turkey leg.
God, let me tell you. I told y'all don't let me go lose that weight. Y'all let me lose that weight, baby. I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna
Okay,
stay outside.
yes. We're also joined tonight by none other than our dear friend. He's no secret to the show. Our roving reporter, our street ministry. He'll reach out and touch somebody, none other than Mr. Donovan Phipps. What's up, Donovan? I guess Donovan has a little mute or
Hey, it's DP. I am right here on the spot. It's good to see y'all. And we never stop right here in Indiana live. Hey, good to be on the ATL show one more time. Like a boss.
yes. I reached out to a dear viewer, a viewer that's also a frequent flyer here. She's no shame and no secret to this show either. And she's quite boisterous. And she says what's on top of her mind, and she ain't shame about it. She will let you have it and still love you dearly. None other than the boss lady, the businesswoman, the new mother, Michelle.
Hey y'all,
Hey, Michelle. How are
how
you?
y'all doing?
Hey, Reverend.
Hey, how are you? I'm glad you're up. Legacy waiting on his debut.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. I sent the link to like 2 or 3 more people, so I'm just waiting for them to pop in. We got so much to talk about tonight, and of course, we couldn't do this show without my brother. You know what I'm saying? My brother from another. He's a pain in my ass, my back, my neck, my dreads, my eyelids, but I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. My dear brother, none other than Legacy the Great.
Hey Legacy.
Hey everybody. Let what?
Hey, Legacy.
Who is all on
Listen,
here?
we have company. We have company. Mind your manners, son.
Okay.
You better be good.
I'm gonna do my best to try.
And he said he's gonna be good. He's gonna just do his best to try.
Listen,
Lord have mercy.
Michelle got legacy.
Trying is an excuse for failure, sir.
Is this Miss Byers?
You better know it, the one and only, babe.
Oh, I'm finna act the fuck up.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I said he got a Kool-Aid smile on. He ready for this one.
Hey, Pastor, help him out.
What's on DP?
Since we have Reverend
here.
Staff watching, and it's early before she falls asleep, we have Reverend Dr. Stapp watching, and before she falls asleep, check this out.
Pastor June Murder Mysteries by Reverend Lee M. Sapp, Christian fiction for grown folks. The novel series revolves around the day-to-day life of June Harris, pastor of St. Mark Church and former homicide detective. The series exposes the realistic joys and challenges of her life as a pastor and her relationships with family, friends, and community, and how they all intertwine with her gift for solving murder mysteries. Ministry is what she loves. Solving murder is what she does.
I was gonna play that a little later in the show, but Dr. Sapp might be asleep by the end.
Pray for me. I need a lot. I need some prayer. Pray for me.
Reverend Sam, what it is, ma'am?
Well, Juicy, sometimes there's an old song that says sometimes you got to encourage yourself.
Yes.
That's why I showed up.
Amen. Amen.
I almost didn't. I
And
said,
amen.
nah,
Amen.
I'm going to push through it. I'm going to do it. We were supposed to go to the 50 Cent concert tonight.
Like I said, I sent the link to about maybe 4 or 5 more people who has not yet shown up. So maybe they'll pop in, maybe they won't. But if they do, we welcome them. You know, they're probably on Black people time, you know.
Tayama, let me see your face. Hey, sissy.
We sit here taking the loose Tyson hair. And that outfit was so cute. I can't wait for him to put it on.
Listen, I went to the house. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody answering no door.
Mom Dukes got her new car. Child, baby girl is all over the place. All over the place.
Okay.
Wait. Look at Don Cornelius. Say hi. He getting his hair taken down.
Well, listen.
What happened?
I just want to share something really, really quick before we get into tonight's discussion. I got 3 things that's going on in the news. Let me just share this really, really quick. In case you all don't know, that rapper Tory Lanez was sentenced today for 10 years in prison for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. News also, Toy Tayo, the Asian officer involved in the George Floyd murder.
Wait. That's what I was about to say. Let me make sure I hear you. He got 10 years for shooting her in the foot?
In the foot.
But the police got 3 or maybe 4?
What police?
I'm sorry I cut you off. About George Floyd.
Okay, because you mixed 2 stories. Okay, I was like, what? Okay.
I'm sorry. I was reading your mind. I can read your mind, baby.
Okay, I'm saying Toy Tayo, the Asian officer involved in George Floyd's murder, will finally face charges and be sentenced.
Well, hold on. How can he finally face charges and sentencing? Facing charges mean you eventually go before a grand jury, go to trial, and then if you lose, then you can be sentenced.
He already been to trial. He's being sentenced. He was sentenced to 10 years.
No, not Tory Lanez. We talking about the officer.
Oh.
But what
I
most people
don't know.
he can't, either he's been to trial and getting ready for sentence, or he's facing charges, and then if he lose, then he could be facing sentence.
Currently,
So which one?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to search. I'm just repeating what I heard.
Okay. Well,
Currently, black and brown people are the minority, but a study was recently conducted, and by 2045, we will be the majority. So black folks keep on skeeting.
That one drop, we infecting them. Tainting that water.
I want to go back and talk about Tory Lanez. People, y'all don't understand that you get more time for wounding a person than you do for killing a person.
So in other words, he should have killed her ass.
I mean, didn't they sentence him like he killed her?
Didn't they?
Well, you know, the law is 10-20 life.
In what state? Because that's not in all states.
Oh, I thought it was federal 10-20 life.
No, 10-20 life is, now if he shot her in California, California has 10-20 life. But all states don't have 10-20 life, just like all states don't have 85% like the state of Florida. So I just feel like, you know, this man done messed up his whole life by some Megan needs.
And then when I followed it, I ain't sure if he the one who actually
in his
shot
case,
her.
they're making toes.
Say what, bro?
In his case, they're making toes because he shot in the toe.
Right. And the crazy thing is, the outcry for Megan getting shot in the foot. Now, if he did it, then so be it. But I watched the Johnny Depp trial. And I watched this white man accuse this white lady of abuse. Beating him with bats, all different types of things. That's assault just the same, because it's a deadly weapon. And she wasn't sentenced to nothing, but she ended up having to pay him punitive damages for a few, like $10-15 million, but and a divorce. But at the same time, I mean, with this sentencing that's just been done, what this has told anybody who is assaulting anybody, that they're gonna sentence me just the same as if I murdered you. So let me go ahead and murder you. They don't, sometimes I think they don't understand what message they be sending out, because that was probably a 5-year sentence. I don't see people get shot. People don't die in Georgia. 3 years, 4 years. You know, took this man's whole life away from him. About, we don't know. She say he shot her. Other people say he didn't. The jury found him guilty. And now this man finna be sitting in a prison for 10 years if he don't get this back on an appeal.
But a lot of people also say he did.
But what I'm basing it off of, bro, is you have witnesses who were in the car that said he didn't.
And you also have witnesses that was in the car that said he did.
So you watched the whole trial. I don't remember one witness that came out and say they saw him shoot. Not one. I'm talking about that was in the car. There was not one witness that was in the car, because it was the girl who he was dealing with. It was Megan Thee Stallion, and Megan Thee Stallion. That's it. It wasn't but 3 people in the car. So what other people saw him?
He got caught on visitation recording, basically stating that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Then he hung himself. Then he hung himself. Then he hung himself. And you know the funny thing, I think people are retarded. I swear. Ain't nowhere in the world I don't know that I'm in jail, I'm not out of jail, that I'm gonna get on the phone and talk. I ain't writing no letters, and the only person that I'm giving a letter to give
They have
somebody
the audio.
Yes. Everything is recorded. Only thing that is not recorded or is it illegal to record inside of a jailhouse is bathrooms and where you go and sit and speak to your attorney. That's privileged, and they can't record in there. So he on the phone talking to somebody, telling them he did shoot.
Well, then he deserved 15.
You right.
10 for the citizen and 5 more just for being stupid.
Dumb as hell.
Stupid.
He should have killed her.
Yeah.
So listen, the topic of discussion, because I was waiting for other people to get in, but I guess they just got to miss out. But I'm sure you all have noticed and seen the video that has been
Hold on for a second, Toto. Whose phone is vibrating?
Yes, please mute that.
Either that's their phone vibrating or they rose. They bullet.
I'm sorry, that probably was mine.
Your bullet or your rose. Michelle, that was your bullet or your rose? You hear me, Michelle? Michelle.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I was asking you, was that your bullet or was that your rose?
Ah! You funny, Tony.
Okay.
If I would have used one of those, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now.
Okay.
Remind me to get one, babe.
Okay. So listen,
for no more slip-ups.
I know that's right. Has everyone taken the opportunity to see the video? I have seen the video that's trending on the news now on every social media about the Montgomery, Alabama riverboat security officer. They got mauled by a white family, a team of white family members. Have everybody seen the video? If not, I'm going to show it.
I've seen one or two. It's a lot going around.
There's a lot going around. So I'm going to show the video and we're going to talk about it. Check this out.
Swimming his ass over there. God damn! That boy finna help that boy. Get up there, young boy. Get up there, young buck. Get up there, young buck.
So the whole story is there was a black male that was security, and he was also in charge of, I guess, how the boats maneuvered or how they came into the parking area of the dock. And he was telling these people that was wrongfully parked that they have to move that boat, and they refused to do so. So he, being security, he took it upon himself and untied the rope and was pulling the boat to move it, because there was I think a larger boat or a ferry or whatever, a tour guide type boat was trying to get in there, and their boat was blocking them from doing what they need to do. So he's holding up business. So the owners of that boat came down to confront this black guy. It's like, why are you moving our shit and blah 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 blah. And he was explaining to them, well, you can't be parked here. You're parked in the wrong area. So because you're parked in the wrong area, we're moving your vehicle. Moving your boat. For that reason.
Pastor says no. He was the co-captain. The cop at the press conference said.
Okay, I stand corrected. So, but he was a staff member. So he was, like I said, he was moving their boat. So he, in the long version of the video, which I don't have, he was explaining to one white person at a time. He explained to one, he walked off like it wasn't an issue. He explained to the second one, not an issue. The third one, he was explaining. Then while he was explaining to the third one, somebody came back and decided just to dive and punch him, as you saw in the video. Of course, he fought back. Now, all of them came to mollywop and beat the black guy up. So as a result, it was like, hoo-hoo! Black folks, Wakanda came from everywhere, and they weren't having it. So
as they should.
Amen. So black folks was coming all out of the woodworks. Like I said, we ain't gotta like each other, but we ain't letting that shit go down. Period.
Exactly.
I'm for that. We shouldn't let it go down. But I'm
so black folks coming all out of the woodworks, coming from everywhere to help this black guy.
Let me.
Hey, cousin Tony.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Oh my God, this was okay, but I don't see that same reaction when it's two officers choking out one black man and 30 niggas standing around watching the people in the blue uniforms choking them out.
We don't see that reaction when they fighting on black women and men standing around. And
no, hold the fuck up. Excuse me, Reverend Sal. Stop that, Cake, because you can't. That is not the same. And people I done told you, I don't know where you be at sometimes, but brothers have jumped in, stopping men from fighting on women, and women turn around and help that dude jump on him.
Andrew said, there he go, attorney at law. They were stuck on the boat that couldn't dock, hearing that family call him racial slurs and threatening him. As soon as the Harriet could dock, his co-workers came to defend him.
So I'm cool with all this, like you said, Kate. I'm cool with it. I'm proud. But I would definitely like to see 30 people when it's only two officers got somebody on the ground choking them out in front of you, and you stop. One person can record, but the rest of y'all can apprehend the police officers till more come. So this is just one drop in the bucket.
More than likely, if it's some police officers, they gonna pull their guns out and start shooting. That's the difference.
If it's two, okay, them folks could have pulled out a gun and started shooting.
True, anybody could have, but it's more likely. It's more likely for an officer to pull their gun out and shoot.
If you have two officers that are on the ground trying to stop somebody or choke somebody out, their hands are on the individual.
Pastor said, but none of those men had guns. So I'm gonna go with you on that,
Exactly.
Legacy.
They're on a boat.
How do you know
Like
nobody had a gun on the boat? It is not against the law for someone to have a gun on the boat when
but
those
you can
gentlemen went to the.
tell with their attire that they came in when they
It's
came to
on the
approach him.
boat. The people, when you watch those folks go to that boat, at that time you have put your life in jeopardy because now you have become the pursuer.
Them
That's fine,
blacks
Legacy,
did a
but
good
if you're
job.
fighting them
Thank
on
God
dog,
black people for sticking together. But the thing of it is when the police showed up after the chair got swung, they tased some man and they threw him down and they had him all pinned and handcuffed and they were like attacking the black man. The black police officers were going after the black man.
They
Saw
are
that video.
trained
Oh, I know. I'm
and indoctrinated to do that.
I commend our people for coming together, especially in old Alabama, and doing what they got to do. I pray that this movement takes heed all across the world and we realize it's time to rise. Because once we stand up, game motherfucking over.
But that's the problem. When it's us as black people doing it, we wrong.
Right.
But when the crackers and when the white folks do it, then it's okay. I don't see like it's wrong because there was a whole bunch of black folks doing it. But when all them white folks was jumping on him, then it's not a problem. No.
And
when they see the thing is this. The thing is this, Kate. When the police got there, all they saw was I'm trying to get you to see they're trained to see the aggression from black people. They didn't come saying, hold on, break it up. None of that. These folks are trained to only look for the aggressor. And by the time the police got there, all they saw was the aggression of black people jumping on white people.
And I agree with you.
They should have whooped their ass.
I agree with you. That's all they saw. And that's why they approached and did the things they did. My point after that is at the same time, they put themselves in the position of the white man. They should have got it too.
Oh, they definitely should have got it. The only thing that I'm saying is
until dude hit that woman with a chair.
Listen, it was all good when he hit her because she came right down there and threw some licks too.
Now,
see, this is what I try to tell
in front of the police. Did they grab her ass?
No. But this is the thing that I try to tell women. But this is what I try to tell women. When you put yourself in a Reverend Sapp say, but they had been called when the co-captain was being beaten. They arrested the family and listened to the witnesses. They probably did, but you can believe that little family was only a small drop compared to all the individuals that were black that they were putting in handcuffs.
But after they listened to the
witnesses, that one in the water.
After they listened to the witnesses, the only people that was charged was the white folks.
Remember the dude that picked up the there was a dude, an older dude, who picked up a chair.
The black guy.
And busted across the white man's head and then turned around and busted against the white lady head. He is in jail.
Because he wasn't defending himself with the same
black people is free except him.
He wasn't defending himself with the same amount of force.
Free except him. He's in there because of the chair.
He's in there.
White people's in there because they attacked that black man.
Right. He's in there because he didn't exhibit the same amount of force that was coming to him. And so at that point, he's now the attacker and the abuser. He's not the victim because he has the upper hand.
I agree.
What he should have did was killed them with that chair. He should have bam, 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 bam. Then he would have got
put her in the back room. Put her in the back room. But listen, Kate, no, I'm talking about serious. I totally but the only thing I'm trying to get us to understand is this same force this same energy at that time, we don't know who is carrying. We don't know I don't know who's carrying. So therefore, when I'm not, that's like me coming to your door. I can't come to that boat to hit you. Because at that time when you're on that boat, if any one of them would have gunned them down, they would have had self-defense. Because one, you wasn't the person that got attacked. Secondly, you walked a quarter of a mile to get to them. We have to understand that there are certain things in place to protect them and how they move. There you go, Kate.
Now, if that black man that got attacked by them would have had a gun when he swung that first lick and blew his motherfucking brains out, then what? Because them motherfuckers wasn't worried about. They wasn't thinking about if that black man had a damn gun, and now you done attacked him and
They
hit
know
him.
They know he ain't got a gun because they can see that he don't have a gun on his side.
Exactly. Just like them black folks can see that all them white folks didn't have no gun either.
Okay, I tell you what. Go to somebody's house with that same energy. Go to somebody's house with that same energy and think that just because you don't see it.
But what I'm saying, okay, but Lexi, what I'm saying is, you said that if it was a if it was the cops and they were doing all this, I said the difference between that is the fact that we know that the cops have guns, tasers, all this other shit. So if a bunch of people go attack to a cop for doing whatever they do, 9 times out of 10, they gonna get tased, shot, something like that. Your response was, we don't know if the white folks had a gun and all that either, right?
Exactly.
On that boat. Okay, the same way that the white folks went and attacked that dude, they don't know if he had a gun too.
Hold on for a minute.
Right?
Somebody has a lot of noise in the back.
So Veronica
So go
said
ahead,
they were defending themselves as they should because these whites think they're superior, but their ass is gonna run. They see a chair. Watch out, Karens. And yes, only whites were charged except the guy for the chair.
Exactly.
Okay, now go ahead.
I hear
no, what I was saying was
continue this high, please. My thoughts and chairs.
What I was saying was, you were saying that,
I heard all of that. Get to the point.
Okay.
All I'm telling you is, at the time they walked down there the way them people was at, you became the aggressor.
So are you saying that they were wrong for doing that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they have to be more precautious of when they are doing things, because at that moment when they jumped on that black guy, if they would have been there to dive in there then and take it, that's a different thing. But when it's done already happened and then you walk yourself down there the way they are, you become the aggressor in the law.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you, Legacy. But at the same token, it was enough black folks standing above, looking at the white folks down below. So I'm sure somebody would have said, "Oh no, he got a gun." So we was looking out for each other.
He didn't see no gun. All I'm doing is giving you the hypothetical of how something would have went. And if they would have shot up them people, they would have got off.
If that was your damn people, if you was there, or if that was your damn people, your ass ain't finna be thinking about, oh, if a motherfucker, your ass gonna go there and try to beat a motherfucker ass behind fucking with your people.
Listen, if them people made it back to that goddamn boat, they got it.
Hold on, Legacy. You being very aggressive yourself towards Michelle.
Y'all know Legacy telling a lie. That is not how that would have went down. I was busy taking down my son's hair, but I'm available now.
I'm not losing.
She got no fold up. She got hardwood.
I'm not losing my life.
Let me tell you, once Legacy got hit one time, everybody in their memory that was near him was gonna get hit. Don't listen to that foolishness, people.
Hold on.
Women,
That's what I'm
children, and
saying.
all.
He
If you
trying to
came
act
up and
like
you
he
touch
wouldn't have,
legacy, he
he
blank
wouldn't
eye.
have, yeah, he act like if that wasn't his people, he wouldn't have went. He wouldn't have thought about he wouldn't have thought
Where
about
did you, I'm
nothing
trying to figure out where
about
are you
nothing.
getting that from? Because that's not what I said.
Hold on.
What I said was, what I said was,
That they should have thought about it before they went down there.
Welcome down there and Ezra. Welcome to the show.
That's what I was gonna ask. This guy's new. Tell us who you are and tell us what you think.
That motherfucker ain't new.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, my name's
Don't be coming for our guests.
I just want, hold on, Ezra. Thank you for joining us, Ezra. I want to say congratulations, Ezra. New marriage, new baby.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
His baby is due next month.
I ain't got nothing to say to
Okay.
him.
When next month? My baby due next month too.
What?
Leandra said I would have forgot all about them white files and hit
Let me tell you what would have happened when you would have put your motherfucking hands on Legacy. Let me tell you what would have happened.
Wait, hold on. I wanted to shoot my dog some bail. Legacy is correct when she says if you walk.
Hold on, Legacy. Ezra has it, D.
He's correct when he says if you were to walk down to those people's boat, you're the aggressor. The minute you go to attack somebody, if they on the ground or if they're away from the incident, out of arm's reach, you're an aggressor. Two, superior to all that, one thing I'm happy about this whole altercation is that nobody died.
Yes.
To me, this was an old-fashioned scrap until that guy with the chair came. He was completely out of line. Look, if it would have just been straight hands, everybody happy, people go home, you may lose a tooth, but it would have been fine. I'm happy that nobody was killed. This was a victory. Now, look, should them white folks have attacked the brother, the security guard? No, they shouldn't have. That was out of line.
Excuse me a moment.
When the family, when we came to defend them and they got in the mix, I'm not mad at that. I am mad at that chair and then people going down to the boat. Because if somebody would have pulled out a gun and shot the guy with the chair, there would have been no argument. Because you came with deadly force. Then those people that came to the boat, you invade my personal territory. If they would have shot them dudes, it would have been no case. It would have been no case. They would have got off. We can't just keep blaming this on emotions and what I would do. We got to be smart. We adults, we can think.
Got to go home.
That's my biggest thing, getting home. Y'all done whipped the people. Y'all done threw that lady in the water. Hey, let's take our dub and go home, which is what everybody did, except that dude in the chair and them people that got charged. But everybody is alive. That's what I'm happy about. That's all I got to say.
Go ahead, Kate. Hold on, Kate. Go ahead, Tony.
The mayor said that he feels that this was not racially motivated. There are 4 arrests. All victims and parties that's involved, names has not been released. But there's 4 arrests. So I'm assuming it's the black guy with the chair and 3 of the white people.
That's good.
The mayor said he do not feel that it's racially motivated. And to answer Jose's question, what is the topic? There's a trending video going around about a brawl, a fight that broke out on the near the riverboat, the Bay Area in Birmingham, Alabama. We just showed the video a few minutes ago, but we showed the video and we're discussing it right now.
So you don't think it's racially motivated? What do you think? It was just a bunch of drunk people just being a-holes? Is that what he thought?
Well, D, you know he have to come out and say that because he's trying to fan down the flames on this situation.
Yeah.
Because there was no other reason for anybody to hit anybody when the situation took place. Now
You're right.
the only thing that scares me is when you're in Alabama, you gotta understand the black guy also did something that we don't look at it because we're black at something, but we know that this sign means bring it on. When the black dude took his hat off and flung it in the air, at that time he became
that meant
but in some courts, I'm telling you, certain things you can do as an individual that says, oh, you wanted to fight as your also. Because when he took the hat off and flung it, he was saying, come on and get some. So we have to, that's all I'm trying to get us to understand, is that we have to be able to understand that, okay, at that moment, these steps that I take can cause, if let's say once he did that, both of them could have went to jail if it was just a one-on-one, because he would have lost his job, because most companies let you go when a fight break out. Jose say, I heard about this, but don't know the details. Stick around.
I thought he threw the hat after the man hit him.
After the man pushed him, he did, but after the man pushed him, he had some distance between him. And at that time, he could have walked away and called the police again. But once he flipped that hat, he said, come on and get yourself some.
And then we know that by the hat, and we don't know what he said.
Legacy, if you were the security guard or the co-captain or whatever his title is, and he pushed you, would you?
I ain't throwing no hat. I'm already with him.
Oh, okay. So he should have called the police, but you with him.
But that's not what I said. You're trying to find something. I'm trying to tell you how it should have been. And what that means. Not that I would have did anything different. Listen.
At that moment, it was one-on-one. His co-workers came when the man's son and daughters began punching the captain. I do not feel, I'm looking for some info online to catch up. I do not feel that our resolve should be call the police. You call the police when you can't handle the situation. The police
they couldn't handle it.
Nah, you call the police from the jump because you want to be the first person to get your word in.
Right.
You don't want to be the person having to defend themselves, because if they call the police on you, you the aggressor. But if you call the police on them, you getting attacked. So
that's like
what
Ezra is saying. That's like what he's saying. If somebody bothers you, right, and you say, okay, I don't want no problem, so I'm gonna go to the police department and I'm gonna make a report. Or I'm gonna call the police and the police come out and they give me a report because they done did their job. The next time you fuck with me and I do you, I'm covered. Because I already got reports on you.
They called the police when the captain was being attacked, long before the boat docked.
Right. So at that moment, all the captain had to do was walk away. The police already on their way.
Well, I don't know. I hear you on all we had to do. Viewers, world, don't walk away. Stand your ground and fuck them up.
Every state don't have a stand your ground law.
You gotta, and that's Alabama.
He was trying to move that boat out of the way so the other boat could dock. He couldn't walk away because the white people had already approached him about moving that boat.
Like I say, I ain't saying that he shouldn't have defended himself. But all I'm saying is once the police was on their way, I ain't doing a goddamn thing till the police get here.
He was under a pile of people, Legacy. And see, that's so I'm not for like an advocate of go around beating people, starting fights and brawls and everything. But I am fed to the highest up of festivity when it comes to how they be pulling our cars and acting like we supposed to be law-abiding citizens when the law is not for us. The law has no representation of black people in it. So I don't feel that's where our rights to participate. We're not protected there. We not even covered. We still can call those police and they could see us pushing back to defend ourselves and still come tase, still come do. That's the police.
Okay.
That's who they are.
Where Ezra went. But I want you to see something. All I'm trying to do is get you to see and watch. When police, black people can make the same phone call, right? Against white people. When the police get there, especially if they white, regardless if you made that call, you know who they going to talk to first?
The white people.
Who they think is the non-aggressor. The law is not for
the
us.
first thing they're gonna do when they get there, they're gonna go to the white person. Is this person bothering you? And what have they done?
I don't know if they say if they bothering, but what they say is they seem to go to the person that seemed the least aggressive. And we know white people know how to turn it on and off. Jose say just saw the police video of the 3 guys. They are asking to turn themselves in. 5 outstanding warrants. See, they still arresting people. They're pulling videos and cameras and looking at people.
Now that's where we done fucked up at. We don't need to be snitching on our people with recording stuff trying to go viral. We need to let us take it.
Houston, them folks got videos at the door.
They ain't got all the angles though.
Hello, they got the angle where all the ass whooping was going on.
Boom.
Them folks got all the angles of where all the ass whoopings was going on.
Jose said they don't have those guys yet. Leandrew would like to say something. He waving.
How y'all doing, first of all? Hello, everyone.
Blessings. How are you?
Hey, Legacy, man, like I always say, man, you're partially right. You're partially right. I'm going to give you a partial of it. But listen, here's the thing. It was all good. See, them white people went over there to that officer, and they thought because he's an officer, everybody don't like security and police. Because I get the same thing in my job. So when they come slick at him, they came slick at him. Huh?
You work?
I'm an SPO, special police officer.
Oh, God dang.
Yeah, I do security work. That's what I do. So sometimes.
So you're a rental car.
So, okay. You know what? You watch too much TV. Okay.
It's called special security now.
Yeah.
You don't rent them. They're paid hourly.
Right.
So that's called rent. That's called rent.
So
one guy turned himself in.
When
the other
white
two
folks,
are supposed.
Hold on, Leander. Hold on. Just got to read the comment.
One guy turned himself in. The other 2 are supposed to go in tomorrow, per the chief of police at the press conference. They all 3 have been charged.
So when the black dude approached them and the white people came at him, they thought he was gonna be alone and wasn't nobody gonna help. So they started jumping him, and when they started jumping him, they didn't like that because first of all, if I was there, the first thing I would say, you know what? If it was a one-on-one situation, I ain't got no problem with it. But I probably would have been the dude jumped in the water and went over there to help him. Because if it's the one-on-one situation, you can handle your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But now that it's become a jump and everybody's standing around looking, no, you white? No, you're not going to jump my brother and just have me stand around and watch you. And I'm going over there. I'm going to be right behind him swimming in that water, going over there. And then when I get there, no, let's go handle this. Because y'all ain't going to jump my brother or whatever. Now, the dude, I'm going to say this here. The dude was wrong with the chair, all straight up and down. See, when you picked up that chair, you automatically put yourself in a position. Assault with a dangerous weapon.
I agree.
So now you done hit the person in the head. They let you get away with that. They ain't come at you. But when you hit that white woman on the ground with that chair, that's a different story. And see, they grabbed him or whatever because he had a weapon and he hit that white woman. They let him go. All them police around there, they let him go with hitting the dude or whatever. But when they hit that white woman, they say, hold up, that's a different story.
No, that's
which is the most protected person
that white
in the
woman,
United States of America.
Women
is a precious jewel. You can't hit them.
That's right.
He's a
Now he
yeah.
deserved what he get coming because he hit. I mean, I ain't saying that she don't deserve to get hit, but I'm saying because of the fact that he hit her in front of the police or whatever and witnesses and all that, he got to get what he got coming. They're gonna try to make an example of him.
Well, if I'm him in the middle of that melee, all I'm gonna say is I was out of my mind. I didn't know all I know. Everybody was fighting. Everybody was fighting, and I was in fear for my life.
Yeah.
And I done seen this before in Selma, Alabama. I done seen this in Mississippi. Yeah, she
Right.
landed
Pastor
several
said
punches.
she
But
landed
but but
several
but but
punches.
Pastor, the law says
Nah, did
the
you hear
law
about
says this here.
that
If
fight in Alabama? I didn't. Man,
Ezra,
if
root yourself.
yeah, it was a
if you
mess.
know
But I'm
anything
glad
about the
everybody
law,
got home safe. Yeah.
the law says this
Tony
here.
mute Leanne.
All right, you too,
Uh,
sir.
mute.
Mute yourself.
The law would say this here. Now I know this here. If you got a knife and a person has nothing, you're gonna get charged.
You better believe it.
Because they said this is what I talk to police on the regular. This is what the police said. If a person has a knife and you have a knife, then you can holler, I'm fearing for my life or whatever. But if a person has a knife and you don't have nothing, that person has a knife, gonna get charged, whether that person that don't have a knife hits you or not. The thing is weapon against weapon. Also another thing to keep in mind is here, so y'all know. The police informed me is this here. I have my gun on my side. I cannot touch my gun unless it's life threatening. Life threatening means that that person got a knife. That person got a gun. That person got some type of weapon in their hand that I feel that that person could do bodily harm or kill me
But
with.
Leander, let me ask you a question on that statement you're making. Is that for you and your job for what it is you do?
Right,
Because we know
right,
officers,
right.
hold on, because we know officers kill people with don't even have weapons in their hand. And all they say is they felt that their life was in danger.
That
So we just can't, that was for you.
right.
That
I
wasn't for
cannot
the
okay,
officer.
in other words, if I'm there at a club that I'm doing a venue, we do venues, we do event like we did the Broccoli City Festival. And at the Broccoli City Festival, we didn't have no guns or anything. But if we were toting, everybody had firearms there. I am not allowed by law. If the police was right there in a shootout, I cannot help that police in that shootout by law unless that police officer asks for my help.
Right.
In Virginia, you have open carry. So I
Mm-hmm.
can openly carry, walk around or whatever. But if the police was right there in the shootout and they don't say nothing, they just bow, 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 and I'm just watching or whatever, and they don't say help me, I can't touch my weapon, I
That's
can't
right.
draw it or nothing. Because I will get charged.
If you kill anybody.
Jose said, I just saw the video. White guys didn't want to move their boat. No, and it was so the tour boat could dock their boat, its usual spot. Those guys were out of line, out of pocket.
If it
I'm
was
out,
me,
y'all. I'm leaving the
Hold
church.
on, Leander. Go ahead, Kate.
Great discussion. Love y'all. Love you too, Pastor. Safe travels.
Love you,
Thank
Pastor.
for joining us.
Thank you for giving us an hour.
We got about 2 more minutes on this topic, and we're gonna push forward, guys.
yeah, if it was me in a situation for real, and I had to approach the boat, we have an aggressive scale. We have a scale from 0 to 10. 10 being, they out there. They just escalated. They really nigga, they up there. 0 is calm, everything. We have that scale level. So if I see the individuals going whatever and they getting rowdy, I know I got a bad attitude. So you know what I did? Hey, Captain Jordan, can you please come over here to the boat, please? That's what I would have did. Because I know I would have had, the first thing I'd have said, mother cracker, who you the fuck? That's what I would have. But I know I got a bad attitude, and knowing I have a bad attitude, the first thing I would have did, I'm a sergeant. I would have called Captain or Major, can you please come to this location, please? We have a situation. And as I'm talking, I would have backed away. because anything that I would have said from that point on, I'm not responsible for my actions.
And another thing too, before we move, is this: most people, especially we talking about white people driving boats and yachts and all this shit up here to the dock, they already have a mindset. Or they say, he had no help. I imagine that normally does happen. No, he didn't have any help then, but he didn't know that help was on the way.
Right. Amen.
But we have to understand that these people don't like to be told what to do by minorities. So, like what you're saying about making that call and have someone else come out and handle that, because I've already told them what they can and can't do, and they still want to do it. At that time, I have to remove myself from the situation.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, I just watched the video. Before we go, I gotta say this, Tony. Malcolm X was sitting down in a video, and I mean at a television show, and he was telling his well, there were too many, true. And he was telling this white man that there's gonna be a time when black people are going to start to jail and are gonna start pulling on each other's vibrations and are gonna start helping one another. And he said, and that's why white people with power do all they can to keep division between between white and black, and especially black and black, for the unity to not take place. This is very scary for most white Americans who saw this video today.
Yeah.
Because they're now getting a chance to see that it's starting. And as Tony and Cake, I always say, the reason that we have some of the rights and some of the things that we have today is because blood had to be shed. People had to get assassinated. People had to die. You don't get change from people who want to keep you in bondage until they feel the exact pain that you feel.
Right.
Then it becomes, let's talk.
And that's coming straight from the lawyer, y'all. That's coming from Legacy Law Firm. I like
well, let's go ahead and push. Y'all love you too. Let's push
not
forward.
sure I follow Legacy the Great.
Oh, y'all are too much.
Hey, but Legacy, on the serious thing, you know I love you, and you made a lot of good points. I might not agree with everything you made, but you made 90% good points. But the thing is, you got to understand this, it's a difference from us saying these things and from us actually being there when it happened.
Right.
We could say we're gonna do one thing and the law say this and that and the other, but if we're actually there, you know it's a different story.
It is. Hold on, Kate.
Confucius says when you see something about to jump off. Confucius says when you see something about to jump off that may get you pulled into, you must call 911 and express your fear of the situation.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I remember when I was in high school, Palm Beach Gardens, and in the bus loop, we had a riot.
Palm Beach Gardens. Oh Lord, that trash school. Anyway,
that's garbage. I went to Twin Lakes.
Let him finish the statement.
I went to Palm Beach Lakes.
Let him finish the statement.
Y'all Ruda Poop schools wasn't about it. That's why y'all call it garbage, because we was the real deal. So we had a riot in our bus loop, but it was blacks against Haitians.
A lot of people told me about that.
And they were breaking tree limbs, picking up trash cans. Everybody jumped in. I don't know anywhere in history that when you see something going down, you don't help it go down. You know your tribe. You got to be loyal and you got to be there. Y'all, we can't be scared.
Well, moving right along because we're 5 minutes over. That discussion went longer than I had anticipated. So if y'all have any other views, sorry, we've got to move on. But with that thought being said, check this out. Would you rather
have a third nipple or an extra toe?
Now one.
That's not
extra toe
I'm with you, an extra toe too.
for the utility.
I don't want nobody to see that nipple.
It might be overly sensitive. Ooh,
who? But who nipple is gonna be on? Because if it's on a woman's, I don't mind.
You.
Give me the extra toe.
Because if it's me, just my luck, it might be in the center of my chest.
Michelle, what would you have?
A nipple.
I don't know. Okay, so listen. I just seen something the other day. I was at a friend of mine's house and I was talking to someone and she was a twin. Supposed to be a twin. But before she was born, the twin kind of dissolved or whatever. So she ended up with 4 nipples. 4. So I'm like, I ain't trying to be, no gay, no nothing like that. But I needed to see this. I wanted to see this because I just couldn't believe that she really had 4 nipples. And I be damned, she showed me and lifted up. She got her regular chest, and up under them, she has 2 other nipples up under there. But it doesn't bother her. It's not her. So it's
keep it a bra.
Yeah.
What would you rather have, Tony?
So she wears a sports bra, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Because it's more comfortable, but it doesn't cause her no issue or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so weird. So now I'm kind of thinking like, yeah.
Was she able to breastfeed from them?
Yeah.
All 4?
And she produced milk and everything in all 4 nipples.
I would love to try her Similac.
It was so weird.
I bet she was high on protein.
A double dose.
Tony, what would you rather have?
But it doesn't, so I don't know. That's a hard one right there.
Hey, Lexi, I want to know what my cousin would rather have.
I would rather have extra toe.
Okay. I thought you might want
extra toe
your neck or something.
Yeah, I would do the extra toe because I already use my toes to pick up things, and that would just help me grab more. I might could pinch and twist with that extra toe.
They already say we monkeys.
Hey, Tony.
I guess I'd probably go with the extra toe too, though.
If
to
you
be
wanted
honest,
it on your neck, Tony, my wife says she'll suck your neck.
Your wife?
Wait, y'all still married? Wait, no, that's another question. Never mind.
Hey, look, don't start tonight. Not tonight.
Don't worry about that.
My car, I lost my car and everything. Don't start tonight.
Would you rather Leandre, that's another show.
Would you rather live in a tree house?
Would you rather live in a tree house or an underground bunker?
I'll take the underground bunker because I'm afraid of heights.
It ain't the heights for me, but I think the bunker would come in better, for later on in life if you need to get away and you trying to, hide.
I'll take the tree house.
Hurricanes, all that shit. Yeah, I'll take the bunker.
Because I live in Texas and we have tornadoes, and them tornadoes tear everything up. So
you take the bunker?
Yeah, I ain't about to be in nobody's treehouse.
Yeah, I take the bunker any day. when atomic war and stuff come, I'll be all right because I'll be down way up under.
Yeah, I'm up under. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll take
way
the bunker all day for
Man,
me.
when them folks build y'all goddamn bunker, them folks gonna build that motherfucker 6 feet deep. Y'all ass gonna feel that goddamn atomic shake too.
Yup, and that joint gonna sink.
Suffocation.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
your ass gonna feel
I'm
it too,
saying,
cause you said bunker too.
I'm
Damn
going
it.
in
in
the
the
bunker
tree.
now. I take the bunker, but they don't build them deep enough to where it'll
No,
sustain.
yeah, I seen one that was built
Tony,
24.
what you said, bunker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Take
seen
the
one
tree
that was
house. I can
built.
see what's
I
coming.
seen one legacy. I saw one that was built 24 feet deep. So that's really deep. That's pretty good.
That's pretty deep though.
Yeah,
Hey, Legacy,
you ain't gonna feel that shake or nothing.
this is why I wouldn't take the bunker, Legacy. You remember that movie, The Zombie? When the black dude and the white lady, the
Would
very
you
first one, the
rather
black
have
dude and the white
dinner
lady
with
go into the
the
zombie.
alien or with a zombie?
Give me an alien all day.
Yeah, I'll take the alien.
I'll take the alien.
If the zombie could be my daddy, I'll go with the zombie.
No, but then the zombie gonna want to eat your brains for dinner though.
That's all right.
You're gonna be
I'll take the alien.
Like the Rockweiler.
like, yeah, you gonna turn around.
I ain't fucking with no zombies.
At least I had somebody to talk
I know
to.
you're right, Michelle, because they want brain.
Or
Hold on, D. Y'all, hold on. What would you take, Tony?
I'll go with the alien.
Okay.
All day long.
Because the zombie gonna want to eat your brain.
I just want to know who came up with these goddamn questions. Would you rather be
attractive and stupid, or ugly and brilliant?
Ugly and brilliant.
Yeah, I look like the later anyway, so ugly and brilliant.
Because let me tell you something. The most ugliest person could start looking really good to you. If they got a good head and they got yeah.
Jose said, "Oh boy," but Michelle,
Well,
I done
Jose-
seen these makeup artists make some transformations out of ugly. So I'm going
Exactly.
with ugly and brilliant.
Ugly and brilliant.
I would say ugly and brilliant. The reason why I say ugly and brilliant because I'm thinking if you're brilliant, you can find yourself a good job, and I can afford the cosmetic surgeries that make me beautiful.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
You can afford to pay her to make her think you beautiful.
Yeah. And hey.
Jose,
hold on for a minute. Hold on, Leon. Jose, you're commenting, but you're not answering the question. So we would like for you to participate and give answers to the question. So you can answer it which one you would rather be, or you're probably gonna say neither, which you normally say.
Because the thing of it is, can I say this? Attractive and stupid is not really gonna get you, but that far because looks do fade later on in life, and then once you get older, you can't use that attractive no more because now you don't got old, you don't got look a mess.
He said, "I'm handsome and brilliant."
Bam y'all.
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't the question.
That wasn't the question. He gets the same thing too. It wasn't the question. We want you to participate with the question, sir.
There you go.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Tupac?
Oh, Tony, that's a tough one, yo.
Tupac all day long. But they both some.
I would do big.
I don't know.
Tony, before I say who would you choose, Tony?
That's a tough one. Because musically and lyrically, I think they're both brilliant and you know, and they conquered what they were supposed to do. And if they were here, they'd still be like reigning in their field. And they both were even. I would even go as far as say they both were even before their time, beyond their
Agree.
time.
That's
Agree.
true. I agree with that.
And then the thing I like about their rap, as opposed compared to today's rap, I understood what the fuck they were saying.
Today's rap is what I
That
call
part.
humble rap.
Because today's rap, I don't
Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Jose. Jose say Biggie. But I'm a rock. I'm choosing Pop. They've proven that. I think Biggie. Both of them were struck down before they even came into their prime. I said thank you, Jose. I
Can I get my answer, please?
Can
I get my answer?
You gave it.
My answer would definitely be Tupac, because Tupac, to me, Tupac was, and I'm not trying to go all religious and scary, but Tupac was a prophet. He was very prophetic in a lot of the things he said. He was very wise in a lot of the things that he said. He had a lot of wisdom for him being a young man. He saw some things and said some things that now are coming to pass. If you listen to some of his interviews, Tupac was very prophetic. He saw a lot of things. He had basically what they call that third eye, and he could see some things. And he was deep. That brother was very deep.
He was deep.
I would say
the reason Tupac was deep is not because Tupac was just deep, and I'm a Tupac fanatic. Tupac was deep because his mother was a Black Panther, his father was a Black Panther, and they instilled certain things into him when he was younger. He saw some things that the average Black person wouldn't see. So when you have Black Panther affiliates around you, teaching you things and showing you things that you wouldn't see anywhere else, of course that gives you an insight on things. He was given that. But he was also brilliant. He graduated from Juilliard School, different things like that. But Tupac died, I think, either at 25 or 26. And by the time he died, he had participated in over 15 movies, 12 sitcoms. He had them put out 2 double disc albums, and nobody had ever done that before. Yes, he was ahead of his time. But at the same time, this right here, what y'all talking about, proves what I was saying earlier.
And he also still had 19 albums still waiting to be released after his death.
And he was from the East Coast, Jose.
Still putting out music.
Tupac was from the East Coast.
He was from the East
my
Coast.
father was a Black Panther. So what happened to me? I'm saying the thing is this here. I respect him. Everything you're saying about Tupac is right. And the reason why I say Biggie is because my mother used to say, you know what? Sometimes you're too smart for your own good. And see, that's what Tupac was. He was too smart for his own good. He was very intelligent. The man was reading and he was all that. I agree with all that. But the reason why I say Biggie is because Biggie was a little bit more calm. Biggie was laid back.
Yeah, he was.
Same token, he wasn't out there like when you talk to people, he said, he wasn't on that.
Andy, cousin, the reason he was kind of slow and calm and laid back, he was heavier. It cost to move all that.
and his eye was turning different directions, so he didn't know how to be aggressive.
You know what he was looking at.
On the hell,
But like Tony said, I don't have anything.
He damn near couldn't breathe every time he talked.
Okay.
Yeah, they did die under the same circumstances, Jose.
Listen, can I say this? Like Tony said earlier, I have nothing against the young people nowadays and the rap nowadays and all that wonderful stuff. But take me back to my time, the 80s, and when, like Tony said, when I can understand the rap, because now everybody sounds the same. Everybody, what is that? I don't understand the words you say. All this sounds like it's I don't understand nothing you saying.
Tony,
Are they rap about the same exact thing?
Right.
But I came to understand this. I remember growing up, and my mother's done was listening to 60s, 70s music, and we thought that shit was horrible. And our parents, when we growing up in the 80s, 90s, outside of Michael Jackson or maybe Prince, they didn't like the music that we listened to because it wasn't for them.
Right.
This
They thought
music
it was
is not
trash.
for us. That
Right.
music that's out now is for our children. Who we're gonna move forward, ladies. Ladies, would you rather have
Voluminous.
voluptuous breasts and no ass, or a large ghetto booty and tiny tits?
You know, my laid back.
Well, I ain't got no ass,
I ain't got
so I take the voluptuous breast and no ass. Cause if you got all that ass, half of them hoes ain't keeping that shit clean.
Well, say what you say, Michelle. Say it again for the people at the balcony, please.
I'm just keeping it real.
Michelle,
That
say
shit
it
probably
for the people
stink.
at the balcony, please.
So
Okay.
viewers, we need you to know. Jose says you can ask me what I would like for the women to have. Right, the men
And what's
answer
that,
what they
Jose?
like for the women to have.
Yes. What's the answer, Jose?
So while he's coming up with his answer, so Michelle, Marion said a large ass. He said always the booty. He want to give him his booty.
He's a booty man. Booty.
Half these asses is fake anyway.
Well, I have no boobs, so you're.
I want to know what you want. The large ass and what you want.
Man, I don't want a large ass nor big titties. I want just everything to be proportioned.
Proportion right?
So for the sake of this question, though, would you like me with a large ass or titties?
No, that you're supposed to be asking me. Or who you asking? Who you doing?
I'm a booty guy. I'm gonna go with a bigger booty.
Bigger boobs and flat ass.
Yeah, cause you can wear a push-up bra.
I ain't got no ass, but let me bend that bitch over. I bet you I'll show you some.
That's what I'm saying. So you can
What I got.
Oh my God, Becky! Look at her butt.
Listen. You bend that shit over there, arch that back, baby. It's coming out.
Now I wanted to say, viewers, Michelle was saying y'all got big asses and it's stinking dirty. So what we need y'all
And
to
half
do
the asses is fake.
You
all
got
these
it right.
all these hoes got BBLs, all these big old booties, and they fake anyway.
Cause they can't, they don't even know how to reach back there to get to it good because it's too big for them. I feel you. Y'all better.
But
get
like I said, you bend it over the right way and arch that back, baby. It's coming out. And if he hit it the right way, you gonna get some ass.
And when I finish, you're gonna need some of this anesthesia.
Check this one. Last one.
What is it, Tony? Would you rather wear
small shirt?
I don't wear underwear. You wear a small shirt or a small underwear?
I got on both right now.
I don't need no yeast infections.
Yeah, I wear the small shirt.
I'll do the small shirt. I don't need no yeast infections.
Oh, what?
I know that's right. That he agree with me. Arch that back, babe. You be all right.
I'm with you on that.
I can't fit a small shirt on, but I try to put it on. That small shirt probably go over one arm.
No, all I see is you wearing small underwear, Don Allen.
Exactly.
Spandex.
Tony, what you gonna wear, Tony? Tony, cousin.
What you said? Small underwear.
Don't you say no small underwear, cousin.
Oh no, I can't wear no small underwear. Everything won't fit. I'm sorry. No. Everything won't fit.
Legacy, answer that question.
Yeah, let's go with the small shirt.
How Legacy know what you gonna wear? Wait a minute. Legacy.
Juicy crazy. Legacy, you better say small shirt. Them balls gotta breathe, babe.
That's all. I can't wear no small drawers.
Yeah, the ball gotta breathe, babe.
Yeah, I can't. I can't even wear nothing. No, nothing up under my clothes. Got to be.
I
Can't
got
put nothing small up under there.
all it can't be loose. I got the harness in my. I can't
Y'all,
wear.
but for real, Anthony, please tell me what the purpose of these
Jose,
questions
we
are,
just
especially
changing the
after
subject, honey.
what happened in
Just
Alabama.
changing the subject, changing the atmosphere,
Just
bring
change
it.
it. We just switching gears. That's all.
See, Jose, you was a bit late tonight, Jose. So you caught the back end of it, my brother.
Yeah, Jose might tidy
We
white.
can't
But
stay on the same topic all night. We gotta switch gears a little bit, Jose. That's all.
see, but the reason, let me tell you why Jose asking that. Usually, up until this year, when we have that would have been a topic for the night, the whole entire night. So we throw in this, so that's why he's saying that, because he used to, when we have a topic, it's for the entire night.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, but I can't. No.
Well, the questions are to be weird and to make you, put some thought into it.
Right. It's we can't all have gloom all the time on it. We take you there, then we take you somewhere else to make you laugh, take you somewhere to make you cry. We just bring it there, because guess what? We don't know at that moment what someone else is feeling who is watching. So we have to bring something that may intrigue everybody to where to keep their attention to. Because all of us are weird in some type of way.
I need to say something, niggas.
Go ahead.
Everybody, if you're watching, please support the show. The Cash App is $ smell good for less, or the PayPal, the Anthony Brown Show at gmail.com. You can give $3, $5, $10, etc. Whatever you want to give, please do not forget to support the show and subscribe and like and comment. All right?
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. What the hell? Okay, amen.
All hearts and minds are open and ready.
Hey Tony, I love you, man. I miss you, man. And
But listen, Leanna, hold on. I want to go back for a minute just so we can touch on with Jose a little bit on the other topic, since we were at the end. But Jose, we're getting to a point now to where this is the reason one of the main reasons Tupac was assassinated. Because at that time, we talking about Tupac was around like early mid-90s. And Tupac was still talking about revolution. It's okay, we can talk about it for a few minutes, Jose. But Tupac was talking about us joining together and revolutionizing then.
Right.
So at that time, you got to understand, too, the greatest fear of most Europeans in this country is that they themselves one day will have to deal with being Alabama or Tupac. No, we were talking about Alabama when I was talking. I was just using Tupac as an allegory to show that, why he was assassinated, because of the uprising of black people being, pushed around and abused. And Tupac had been saying, you got to remember Tupac shot 2 officers. Tupac shot 2 officers that was robbing and beating up a black man in New York. And as he was riding by, he saw what they were doing. And he told them, and they pulled a gun on Tupac. Tupac, they didn't know he had a gun, so they went back to robbing the dude, and Tupac shot 2 officers. That was one of the main reasons Tupac had to be. See, when you do something to police officers around the United States of America, they feel like you've done it to them if they're in law enforcement. So
together, right? Mm-hmm.
So that's why they call it the blue shield, because regardless of where you go, wherever police officers are, if you shot one of them or killed one of them, they feel like you've done it to all of them. So we have, just like y'all was saying earlier, we have the right to feel if you are abusing one of us, you've done it to all of us.
Right.
And it's time. It's been time. But let's just see if we can unite with this, because I watched this same unity with the George Floyd turnout when George Floyd was murdered. And then we went back to the same channel.
But at the same time, we had unity across the board with whites, with all races. Ruth said they fear us being greater than them. You can never rob us of our intelligence. Never, Ruth.
I totally agree, Ms. Ruth.
They fear that, but at the same time, with George Floyd, that then was a way to try to the breakup of the fear, where we were coming together as one. Why that happened was because the government put that in place, because they saw that we as a people were coming together and could rise up, not as a race, as people.
As a people.
And this brawl just put that together as people even farther apart, because now we still got a greater division of race.
Yes.
I want to share something with Ruth and Jose. Since they're late, earlier in the broadcast, we were showing that currently the Black and brown people are the minority. I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. But there's a study that was recently conducted that says that by 2045, that we, Black and brown people, will become the majority. So they, the others, are fearing that.
Tori, like I was telling everybody, these Christian right, white supremacist Christian right, Republicans are trying to say they did the whole abortion thing because they wanted to get rid of what? No, they don't want any more of the pure white women having abortions, because they fear being the minority, because they believe if more white women having abortions, that'll happen sooner. So that's what it was basically, to stop white women from having abortions. Because white women,
and you're right, then, Alan, and you're right.
It was to stop white women from having abortions. That's really what that was. Because they want pure white babies born so that they don't become white. That's really what it is. Their fear of becoming a minority says.
Hold on, D. Hold on. Jose say, I think social media has brought the reality of this problem to the front. And another thing, as Don Allen, I would like to add, is the fact that this is why a lot of whitewashing goes on in our country. This is why the changing of the talking about, Ruth said yes, wow, I did hear that. However, if they really want it, they'll go to another state. And what you don't understand, Ruth, is if you go to another state and you have been pronounced that you're with child in a state that does not allow you to get an abortion, let's say you went to a midwife, or you went and got prenatal care, and you are on record of being pregnant, if you go have an abortion in another state, you can be charged in the state where you would normally find to be pregnant at. So don't advocate and say go to another state, because you can still be charged with murder for doing that, because you would have to go to a state, do a pregnancy test there that allows you to have an abortion, and then do it. But if you are in Florida or any state that does not allow it, and you go do it, you can be charged.
Michelle, you was shaking your head. Was that something that I said you didn't agree with, or what?
Listen, I ain't talking about it because, hell, I'm about to deliver next month. So, listen, it is what it is. I think everybody should have a right of what they want to do, but me personally, I don't believe in them per se, but everybody got different circumstances and situations in their life. So I'm not here to judge, if you choose to,
honest with you, Michelle, I
agree.
Jose said, I think the abortion issue is strictly related to religion. There is a big movement to mix religion and government.
Well, Jose, that's always been there. I mean, because Bruce said this control is crazy. If you look at what you said, and want the state to be run by religion. Listen, the state has always been ran by religion, and it's been ran by the Vatican. When you got the Pope to tell the President of the United States of America to back down when all those rape and molestation allegations came up against those cardinals and the United States and George W. Bush, the son, backed away from all those charges because the Pope said so, that lets you know who actually has the power. Religion is the most infectious, controlling way of life that people do it of their own free will just because people hold on to religion. If people held on to God more than they held on to religion, we'll probably be closer to God.
I believe that a person has a right to choose whether they want to abort a child or not. But I don't believe in abortion.
Right.
Because
I agree.
your
And
mother
that's exactly what I
your
said.
mother ain't abort you.
Right.
So you shouldn't abort nobody else. But that's your choice. If you choose to bring in a child into the world, then that's your
Everybody
choice.
got different circumstances,
Right.
different situations.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question with that, Leander. Let me ask you a question with that, Leander, and I want to ask Michelle too, because we've talked about this on the show before. Since the only person who has the okay to do an abortion is women, right? If a woman wants to have an abortion and the man wants his child, what rights do the man have at that moment because he wants his child? That was a two-party decision to get pregnant. Hold on.
Jose said this country was founded on religious freedom, and now we are going back to those times.
Okay, you're right. So Michelle, I want you to go first, and I want you to tell me, how does that woman's right trump that man saying he wants his child? And then I got something for you when you answer that.
Well, you said that it was a decision, it's not always.
Yes, you did. You made a decision when you decided to have sex and let somebody skeet off of you.
Okay, so listen, I'm just gonna speak personally because I'm 41 years old and my youngest child is 13. I did not plan this baby that I'm about to have next month. My baby is really what you consider a pop-up baby. I did not plan it. It was not something that I really wanted. It's just something that happened. But I'm a grown adult. We two grown adults. It happened. The situation, it is what it is. Okay? I didn't plan this child. But for whatever reason, it was God's will for it to happen. So it is what it is. Now,
you ain't answered the question.
Now, me personally, I don't believe in abortions. Okay? Was I ready and did I really want a child? No, I didn't. But I'm rolling with the punches. It is what it is.
Jose said,
now,
I don't believe
if I wanted to have an abortion,
Michelle, hold on 1 second, babe. Hold on.
Jose said, I don't believe in asking people if they agree or not with abortion.
We appreciate that.
She will be the one carrying the baby.
Now, if I wanted to have an abortion and he didn't want to have one and he wanted to have his child, that would be something that we really would have to sit and consider. I would consider his feelings and how he felt about the situation. I wouldn't be selfish and just say, "Oh, I don't want it," and because I'm carrying it, I'm not keeping it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on for a minute, Michelle. Hold on, baby.
Legacy, when you can carry a child, I will talk to you about making that decision. Until then, be thankful for the women in your life that has to make those decisions.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Kamal
If
has
we
the
were the
reason
ones
Kamal.
carrying the baby, then we may have a say in it.
See, y'all need to go. You know what? I'm not gonna go off the gun because I know Kamal set me up to do this, but I'm not gonna do this because I would destroy Jose and I would destroy Kamal, but we don't got enough time and I don't want to get into it. But I will eat y'all ass alive tonight on this same topic. Matter of fact, come back here Tuesday and we'll make this the motherfucking topic, and I'm gonna eat both of y'all ass alive.
Legacy. Let me take your defense for a minute. Women I respect the fact that the women carried the baby from now.
They come Friday.
They go through the pain, through the suffering. They have the baby. They go through the labor or what. No, you will
be back here Tuesday, Jose, at 9 o'clock. If I can devour your ass.
So, but what I'm saying to you is this here. I respect what the young lady just said because that shows she's a real woman. A real woman.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Discuss, talk about, and come to an understanding about something. Little girls, children, they take it upon themselves.
See you Tuesday, Jose.
To do what they want to do. Respect what she said. I got her back 100%. Now, somebody just, I don't want to say, I'm doing it, and without me having any say or whatever, or putting out any output about that, I don't respect that.
Now, this is why I brought that up. The reason I brought that up is because if a man get a woman pregnant and he tells that woman, I don't want a baby, I don't want to be a part of this, I'm not ready to be a father. That woman still can make a decision to have that child and then go put that man on child support when that man asked you and explained to you that he wasn't ready to be a father. But when you are not ready to be a mother, you can say, I don't want to go through this. But you will put that man through child support for 18 to 21 years when he told you he wasn't ready to be a father. So what I'm asking on this, and I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I ain't going to put no man on child support because you may not. But we can go look at the numbers and see that the majority of men on child support are by women who went and put them on child support.
Listen, I have my son, right? And when I was married, we're still legally married, but anyway, when I was married, I wanted to have another child, right?
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Ruth, we'll get with you when Michelle get through talking. We can answer that. Go ahead.
I wanted to have another child. And at the time, I asked my husband, okay, listen, I want to have another child. Let's have another child. He didn't want to have another child. Mm-hmm. So I had a birth control in. I wanted to take it out and conceive another child. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't finna be selfish and just take it out because I wanted to have a child. He wasn't ready. He didn't want to. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to have no child with a man that's not even really ready to have no child with me right now. It wasn't until he was in agreement with me to say, okay, you really want to have a child? Okay, that's cool. Let's do it. Go take it out. Let's go ahead. And that's when we conceived my daughter.
So that's why, but you're talking about a woman which you was making a grown adult woman decision instead of somebody that was just sitting here saying, well, he fucking me and we using, you know what I'm saying? You want when you was wanting the vagina, you was doing what you was doing at the time. So you gonna so all I'm asking is, I'm not for abortion.
Right.
But I'm not against it either. But what I'm saying is this: if you're gonna have it, if you're gonna have the free will as a woman saying this is her body, a man should be able to have the say in saying, I'm telling you or we should write up contracts saying, hey, if we have children, or if I get you pregnant because we're not using contraceptives, we're not using prophylactics, we're not doing anything to prevent a baby, I'm telling you, I don't want a child, and you're signing this saying you're not going to make me responsible to take care of this child. That's when you're both coming to an understanding of saying we're both agreeing that, because right now women have been able to dominate sex, and what people don't realize is men don't give access to sex. Women give access to sex. No man can legally put his penis in you raw unless you say you can do it. No man can legally put his penis in a woman without her saying you're invited to it. So at that time, when you decide to let a man go inside you raw, skeet off in your guts, and impregnate you, it is not just your decision. It is your decision.
Got 7 comments.
Ruth said,
address that.
Ruth said, how do y'all feel about a 10-year-old being raped? Well, I don't have to read no more, because any woman that has been raped should have an option to get an abortion, because that right there was taken from her.
But
it don't matter if she's 10, it don't matter if she's 50. If she was raped and don't want to be reminded of the child that a man raped her and gave her, she should be able to terminate that.
Legacy. Exactly. The key to that is she's 10 years old and she don't have a decision. It's the parent's decision.
Right. That's another reason. Whether it's a parent or whether it's a child, it should be an abortion.
Right.
Regardless.
Because that's force. And you don't want to.
Jose say, yeah, but if a woman at the end decides differently, you have to go with the choice. This is exactly why they removed it from women. Because of thoughts like of what you just said. I don't have to win the argument, Jose, because Roe versus Wade has been overturned. Right. Because of people thinking like you. Ruth says, and I don't believe in abortion, but sometimes throw limits. Right. I don't agree with abortion. I don't believe in it. That Kamal say that man had to think about not being ready to be a father before he has unprotected sex. Consequences. It's consequences. The same cause. Hold on. Don't show me that one yet. Let me address Kamal. Consequences have been given to women too. That's why they was impregnated. But they give them an escape by saying, I can get an abortion. A man don't have that same escape.
Exactly.
I need y'all to do better when you coming with these questions, come on, because I'm gonna devour your ass, son. Legacy, you can't accommodate your story to win an argument. Most of the time, that does not happen. I'm lost right now, Jose. Michelle Byers, you're different because you were what? I can't even see it.
You were married.
You were married and made the decision. Just like whatchamacallit just said, when two adults make a conscious decision on having sex, whether they're married or not, women are the ones who have the ultimate say-so on how sex takes place. Exactly. If a woman say, you cannot put your penis in me without a condom, and that man does it, he has raped you. If that woman say don't put it in without a rubber, or if that woman say you can put it in without a rubber, that's her agreeing to saying, if I get pregnant, Huh?
But let me respond to Ruth. It didn't matter whether I was married or not, regardless of whether I was married or not married. If he said he didn't want the baby and I wanted the baby and I decided to go ahead, he could have still been my husband and said, I don't want it. And I decided to go ahead and have the baby anyway. That don't mean just because he my husband, he got to help me take care of it. You got
That's right,
no good ass husbands.
because you would have raped him if you went behind his back and took that IUD out of you, knowing that you had it in that is considered rape of a man because he told you he didn't want a child.
Exactly. Me personally, I just was refused to have a child with somebody that's verbally telling me he don't want the child that I'm gonna try to carry. I'm not doing that.
But this, Michelle, what Ruth just did is this is what I'm talking about. Women feel, some women feel that, and because they don't want to have to deal with the acceptance of their part. When a man tells you he don't want a child, why would you allow him to put his penis in you without a condom? Do you think now you're gonna force him to be something that he told you that he didn't want to be? When you could have just simply said, well, if you're not gonna put on a condom, you're not gonna have sex. Because women give access to sex, men don't. We facilitate it. But men can't have sex with a woman legally if she say she don't want something done.
Though. But if he don't want to have a child, he got to take responsibility too. So if nigga, you telling me you don't want to have no child, then you better put on that goddamn condom or do what you need to do to prevent it too.
Michelle, how you can do this here? This what I want to know, since the women up here, how you can say, okay, you can give me some head, but when it comes down to me getting some head, I got to put a condom on. Wait a minute.
Okay, Kamal said, now you're crying about the power God gave women. Man, go look in the mirror and tell yourself you are right again.
Kamal, hold on. Kamal is doing this cowardly talking behind this. I just had this discussion with Kamal a week ago. So this is why I'm really not entertaining Kamal, because Kamal wanna talk about it right here. But when we was in the shop and I showed him that no.
You want a keyboard dog?
That's what he is right now. I don't want to, because he's trying to bring this topic out of me tonight. But Michelle, this is the only thing, and I'm not gonna let him do it. But Michelle, the only thing that I'm saying is this. Legacy,
I will ask you again, and I'm trying to understand you. If the woman decides to have a baby that you cannot support, you would tell her, I'm out because I told you I can't support a child?
I told you that I didn't want to have a child with you. I don't have a problem having sex with you. It's not that hard. Most people don't have sex to bring life into the world. Most people have sex because it feels good.
True that. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say.
A man has one way to truly show he doesn't want a child.
But they both need to take responsibility. She need to make him wear a condom, and he should be willing to wear one.
Now, Michelle, what I asked you earlier was, since women have the say-so about having an abortion or not, right?
Right.
If that man... No, I never get frustrated, sir. This is fun for me. This is nothing. But for a man to be able to, shouldn't a man have an out as well? Because a woman can get impregnated and say she don't want to have a child, but the man wants his child. So why don't he have a decision? Why don't he have a say-so saying, okay, go through it, give me my child?
Okay, Tony.
You ain't got to have shit to do with it. Like most women say, I'm going to have my child, and you ain't got to have nothing to do with this child. So what I'm asking you is, if a woman have the right to say she's going to keep or she's going to do away with, There was a part that took place that we're not considering, and that's the feelings, like you say, Michelle, of the father. So if two people laid up and got her pregnant, got a baby from a woman, got her pregnant, the same way a father is still put on child support and still have to face that responsibility, a mother should still have to have that child and be able to give that child to the father, and the father can't put her on child support. That way she don't have to have any dealing with that. Because once you tell a man loves his child too. And if two people made him, two people should be able to determine what we're gonna do with this child. Because the courts say that if two people made him,
you can't ignore the fact that the woman will be carrying the child.
Nobody's ignoring that. I think you keep missing what I'm saying, but I'm sorry.
You have to factor that in.
Ignoring that, he's just wondering. But should the man also have the option to keep his child?
Exactly. So if you're gonna give a, go ahead, Kate.
I don't know if it's safe or anything, but at what point, if a man wants a child and the woman doesn't, can they do some type of in vitro fertilization? A surrogate mom?
No, we're talking with Kate. No, I don't want you to move it from there. I see what you're saying, but we're talking about two people just having sex and a child is born.
Conceived, yeah.
Yeah, conceived. So at that point, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Kamal said, as fickle as so many deadbeats are, most dudes that will say that will politely change their mind.
But Kate, this is all I'm saying, and Miss Michelle has answered. She knows it. At that time, why are you allowing a man to enter inside of you if he's that fucking fickle? Why?
Because it feels good.
Because it feels good. So who gave access to it?
Now the unicorn done went crazy. I ain't going crazy.
Come on, who gave access to the raw dick in the vagina? Tony, who gave access to the raw dick in the vagina? Exactly.
Men pull the condom off.
Sometimes you got situations. Sometimes you got situations where it's feeling so good, and the man will tell you anything while it's feeling good. Ooh, baby, I want you to have my baby. I want you to do this, and then you fuck around there and get pregnant, and then oh shit, I didn't really mean that. Like I didn't really want that baby like that.
That means you dummy.
Y'all crazy.
Then you looking crazy like what the hell?
Juicy.
Yeah.
I want you to have a baby.
I'm having a baby. I'm having every baby God blessed me with.
Hey, Legacy. You see, see what I did to Juicy last time? You see, she got the neck brace. Gave a whiplash.
Come on.
Then you have situations though, Legacy, where you know, that's why it's important to discuss it with the person, because you got situations to where women conceive a child, but health-wise, it's not safe for her to really have the baby. So she may not want to have that child because of healthy reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like me, my health was not. I had to really consider this child that I'm carrying right now because of health issues. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Jose say legacy.
They want the child.
Hold on for a minute. Leander, hold on. Jose say legacy. Do you have conversations with all your women before you do your thing? Listen, answer me. I'm finna answer you, Mr. Jose. I have two women that have given birth to kids for me. And each one of those women that gave birth to my kids, I knew what I did and I wanted my children. And guess what? My children are here. If I ever got a woman pregnant outside of those two, and I told her I don't want to be a father, We have a choice to make, and it will be made. I'm enough man to sit down and have a discussion.
Jose said I didn't ask you that.
Well, I don't know what you asked. Because I ain't put, hold on. Do you have a conversation with all your women before you do your thing? I don't know about no women, but the woman that I'm in a relationship with and taking time enough to skeet off in her, yes, we're having a discussion.
And you can bet it's an attorney discussion.
We are not animals. We have the power to say no, Legacy.
No to what?
No.
And guess what? We have the power to also say, as women, you're not putting your meat wagon in my storage shed without a condom on.
So
if you do, go ahead, Kate.
You had said when I had said something, you said that's rape. Does the law exclude rape? Does the law state that if a woman was raped, she has the choice?
As of right now, it's just across the board that no abortion federally. It's across the board. I've already answered that, Jose. I've had a discussion with both of them. Did you have a conversation? I just answered that. What, Tony? If it's late and I already answered, no need to put it back up. But right now, because of the way they have it right now, Kate, that law stands federally that abortion is illegal without any exemption.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure they're gonna revisit it and revise it and say rape, child molestation, things of that health issues. Eventually it'll be changed, but right now across the board is just no abortion.
Man, the bottom line is both parties gotta take responsibility. Period. The woman got a responsibility on her part to protect herself if she don't want to get pregnant, and the man got a responsibility to do what he need to do if he don't want to conceive no child.
So Michelle, I'm asking again, Michelle, if the woman don't want the baby and the man wants his child when both parties was in the same act at the same time, that created life.
That's something they need to discuss together.
Well, let me say this before y'all say anything. Let me say this, Legacy, and I think it should be like this: if two people can't come to an agreement, there should be a time period that they come to an agreement by law, and if they can't, then the court should take over and decide for them. For example, if the man say he doesn't want the child, and the lady says he do, then the court should allow them a grace period to make a decision together.
Mm-hmm.
And if they cannot, then the court should take it upon itself to make the decision for them.
Man, y'all rebuke all that.
No.
Y'all better stand on y'all own mind and say
you cannot make a conscious decision, and you can't make a decision by adults come to a mutual understanding. Then somebody else got to take over as a mediator. Why not?
Because that's what child support is.
Ain't nobody mediating my body.
What the mediator?
But that's what child support is. A third party entity making a decision on how much a father has to pay.
I'm with Jose. Oh, so more government intervention? Great.
So hold on. So Jose, so right now you're saying that the government should not enforce child support upon men or women that is forced to pay child support. Right now we should wipe that out.
I agree with that.
He's saying the government should not be making a decision whether or not you should keep the baby or not keep the baby.
But the government makes a decision on who pays child support.
Why did the man have to pay child support when the woman had a baby when she didn't want it? She didn't want the baby, but she had it in. You got women out there that don't want the baby, but they still had a baby. So
if you're going to be able to implement,
both of them pay child support.
Well, they consider the woman paying the child support because the child live in the house with the woman.
But they said if one can't, like I said, if the government should take over, because if one can't come to one say no and one say yes to the child, to having a child, then both of them should pay child support.
Fuck it, split it 50-50. You get 6 months, I get 6 months.
That's right. And you should pay child support, and both of y'all pay half. Both of y'all pay half of the child support.
Only thing I'm saying in this is, if the government can be implemented to force either parent to pay a form of child support, then the government can be implemented throughout.
Exactly.
Because if you're saying that the government shouldn't have a say-so on whether a woman should have an abortion or not, then the government shouldn't have a say-so on forcing a man or a woman to pay child support because they don't want to.
He says, I'm referring to his point where a man and a woman cannot decide to have or not have the baby.
Right, that's what I was saying.
But I just answered it. I said if the government,
so he
regardless
also
of
said that the system was a little slow. So when he made his comment, it was while you were talking too. So y'all are saying the right thing. He's not in disagreement. He's saying what you're saying. Now, I'm gonna say, I wish somebody would tell me what to do with my body. But what I am gonna do is you can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show.
Stupid.
Go ahead, Kate.
You can check me out for any of your homeopathic wellness needs. And I can help you if you have those do not wants at enliventoyou.com. And it's not an abortion, it's just having a cup of tea.
Oh, what? What is it?
A cup of tea.
I'll be over tomorrow.
It ain't gonna help you.
You cannot reach me on TikTok because someone has taken over my Miss Juicy Cakes, and I do not know how to gain access.
I do.
Well, help me with it.
I'm gonna help you. They got baby gel, they got baby oil, they got petroleum jelly. I'm gonna help you. Hey, but seriously, in life, you always have to. I was taught that every living thing is bound by cord to every other living thing. So therefore, I might not need Legacy for his knowledge in law, but I might need a lawyer for his knowledge. I might not need my cousin Tony for his letting me on the show, but I could use cousin Radar for letting me on his show. So we're bound by cords. Therefore, if I can't think for myself or do it myself or come to a decision myself, I look for help in others. So that's what the court is doing. The court is helping you to make a decision, decide what you want to do. And if you can't decide what you want to do, they're going to do it for you.
Leander, we're ending.
We're closing the show.
Okay. All right. You can reach me at on Facebook, Leandrew Clark. You can reach my wife. She's on
when?
What? I'm closing out. Come on, Legacy, man, chill out. Listen,
she ain't on the show though.
She's on the show. I ain't gonna promote somebody not here.
On the show. But y'all haters, man. Go ahead, close out.
She not here.
We're gonna go ahead and move forward to Miss Byers. Let the people know how they can reach you. And we appreciate everything you brought to the show tonight, beautiful.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me on and hearing my opinions and what I have to say. You can reach me on Facebook at Michelle Byers. I have Shell Snack Shack where I sell good ragoons. There's like the crab ragoons from the Chinese restaurants, but I make my own. They're chicken and Philly cheesesteak. They are made to order. They are delicious. You can always go to my page and order them anytime. They are cooked to order. I have a whole big candy store or candy house or whatever. So if you ever want to order and support your girl, please do so. And I just ask that everybody pray for me that I have a safe delivery. Come next month on the 5th, I will be welcoming my third child, my son Messiah. So y'all keep me in prayer for a safe and healthy delivery.
Amen.
Thank you for having me.
We're
Amen.
glad you came out.
you.
We want to thank Reverend Sapp for giving us her hour, because she will squeeze one in every now and then. You know we love you, girl. And I want to give a shout out to my sister. I guess she out of town and stuff, and so I guess out there where she at. Appreciate it, Jose. We want to give a shout out also to Jose for being on here. I appreciate all the energy you brought tonight, my guy. You know I got number love and respect for you. Mr. Akbar, you are gonna see me very soon. I want you to put the goddamn camera on me.
Hey, get the door.
Come on, Akbar. Let me take these mother.
Get the door.
You are gonna see me very soon, brother. I want you to know that, Mr. Akbar, you're gonna see me soon. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring out the man that makes it possible for us to have these great topics, great discussions, great energy. Also, my bad. Before I go, Tony, I want to say, D-Lo, we appreciate you being on here too tonight with your words. So we thank you. But yeah, AB, we're gonna go ahead and bring you up so these people can know who made this possible for us to be able to be out here in this ATL world, ATL streets amongst our ATL fans. My brother from another mother, the pain in my ass on the regular.
You ain't from no Kenner.
Hey, I ain't calling you no Ken, but I'm telling you, he my goddamn brother. AB, let him know.
I also want to send an extended thank you to Leandrew, to Michelle, to Ezra, to Jose, Kamal, of course the cast members, all for participating in the show tonight. It was very last minute. I sent links out to everybody. 3 or 4 people I also sent out to that didn't show up, but maybe they'll show up on the next one on Friday. But I love it when we have multiple people on here so we could bounce ideas back and forth. It's not just the cast members, but the viewers as well. And Michelle, I've been meaning to purchase some products from your store. I keep hearing about these ragoons, and I want to try them.
They are delicious.
Anything to eat, you want to try.
They are delicious, and you need to support me too, Legacy.
I will. When I come in town, I'm gonna bring him so we can support you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all won't be disappointed.
Okay. But yeah, another special thank you to Jose. Jose is also a notary. I'm a notary public here in West Palm Beach. Jose is a notary over in Boynton Beach. Jose runs Boynton Mobile Services. I run Florida Fingerprint and Notary. So we both have 2 notary businesses, and we bounce back and support each other. So whenever I have Spanish clientele, of course I can't speak Spanish, of course I refer them to him. And whenever he has a service that he don't necessarily offer, he refers them to me. So we've been helping each other for almost 2 years now. I found him on Facebook, and we've been friends and business partners for the longest. And we've been bouncing some ideas, for future plans. We'll let you know about those when they come. But I don't know how I could run my business without Jose. So thank God for Jose. So he is definitely needed and appreciated, and I love Jose dearly. But I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias under Anthony Brown. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. If you can't find me under Anthony Brown, search The Anthony Brown Show. I'm there. You can also email me at theanthonybrown.show@gmail.com. And please follow my Facebook page as Anthony the Writer. And words that I live by, and so should you. And as you got to grind until you shine. And for business purposes, reach out to me at 561-768-3710.
All right.
Right.
We appreciate you. And y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. Ain't number
come on, Jesus, get this
couple
over.
of years now. I really appreciate you too. We appreciate you, Jose. We really do. I'm Legacy the Great. You can reach out to me on Facebook up under Audreen Williams. YouTube, you can hit me at Legacy the Great. Email legacyunlocked@mail.com. Also, you can hit me up at for businesses purposes only, dealing with motions, anything dealing with court situations, filing of motions. I do answer questions from time to time if I know them. If I don't, I know how to reach out to people that know a lot more than I do. I am a non-legal consultant, but I do work just as hard as the people who went and passed the bar. You can contact me at 229-630-7615. Also 561-907-9129. I also want to give a shout out to Miss Chantel Johnson for coming on to the show, participating earlier as well. Before we get out of here, I just want to just let everybody know that we all should respect each other's rights, privacy, and everything, because everybody live different lives. So I'm not saying, again, women shouldn't be able to say if they want to have a child or not. All I'm saying is a man should be able to say if he want one or if he don't want to be a part of one. Also, I want to just let everybody know that we're getting ready to embark on the end. Well, it's moving fast, but we're going to try to put something together, me and AB, Juicy, Teama, because we'll get ready to come on our complete our third year of the ATL show. And we just want to let all y'all know that we wouldn't be nothing without our ATL fans. But come on, I am coming for you very soon, sir. Very soon. Kate, let them know.
ATL, ho.
Peace out. Thank you.
28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little people the kings, little people the kings. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you cats wanna wait to be with the feet just to give you cats a chance to eat. But you got for early, didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ASC is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the A&T, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause there's another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you gas scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking Trey Lund. If I throw it on the key, you can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.